Hey guys, so how you doing? So this week for my yearly theme of essential, I am trying to focus on different categories of my life, and I've been doing some stuff with decluttering, and so I wanted to show you one aspect of what I've been putting a lot of energy into for my office as I'm trying to minimize the office to be as distraction free as potentially possible. So what I've done is I have been working through about the last year weeding out my book collection, and I have gotten rid of literally hundreds of books, probably easily 500 to 700 books. Just books that I know I would never read, occupying a lot of space, and really just trying to be cognizant of that approach. And so I've been able to give those books to people in need, places in need, schools in need, that kind of thing. So I feel good that I just didn't throw them away. They actually went to some people that could use them. So what I want to do now is switch the camera around and show you what I've been working on for the office for my essential theme. I'm trying to bring just more clarity to my thought, my thinking, and my approach to life. So while the process isn't complete yet, here's what I've been doing. I have two bookshelves. It's kind of hard to see here, one there and one there. Don't look at my desk. It's not quite clean there yet, but what I'm working on is I've color-coded my books based on what I saw with Rachel Hollis in her Instagram post when her and her husband talk. And I've just become really fascinated with that. So this shelf here are all the books that I have read, that I have notes and highlights and margins, or maybe just a book that I know that I will reread again. And so I've got them organized by the white spines and then the black spines, moving into gray, and then Harry Potter just has to have its own separate space. I'm not moving those out throughout. And then I've got the blue, and then my yellow and orange and green, and then red and purple down below. And so these are the books that I've finished. And something that my wife brought up when she worked in the library in college was bringing all these to the forefront so they actually kind of all run smoothly. And I try to organize from the tallest on down the best I could. Over here then is my bookshelf of to be read. So what I have found going through this process is so many discoveries of books that I have purchased that I've never actually given the time to read. So this was really enlightening for me to be like, oh my gosh, I forgot about this book, or why did I buy this book? And so now I kind of have my own library collection here. These are all books that I want to be able to read and then make a decision if they belong on the other shelf or not. And if they do, then something needs to go, because my goal isn't to create another shelf, it's to create just what's essential. And I know some people have different opinions on that. So here's where I'm going. These are my, obviously color-coded by color. I had so many whites that I actually had to kind of bring those back and forth. And then the black, the blue, and then the red and the yellow and orange down below. So I try to keep similar patterns, so from a big perspective, it looks really well. And then I have that on either side of my desk as I'm trying to create this space of focus. So that's what I'm working on. What I would love to see is how do you organize your books? How do you organize what you're reading and what you're not reading? And so lastly for me, this is something that's new. I used to have these books organized in alphabetical order. I've had these books organized by topic. I've done a lot of different things. I've moved these bookshelves around about 4 different locations in the office, and I do think this is going to be the best. It almost kind of creates bookends to my thinking with having these books on either side that I can retrieve when I need to, but it helps this kind of create this bigger opaque picture once I get my desk to the place that I want it. So that's what I've got going on. And actually, I just finished up a book. So the very next book that I'm going to be reading, I'm excited to announce is going to be this. So this was the latest book that I just finished by Alan Stein, someone who I followed for an extremely long time. Phenomenal book. I can't wait to get my notes and my review and my blog and thoughts out there for you. Even more excited I get to actually interview him for my podcast. And my next book in my reading goal journey of trying to read 30 books in 2019, but not just read, actually enter my notes into Evernote and then do stuff with those notes and move into action through essential experiments. So the book that I'm pulling off the shelf next here is going to be this one right here, Atomic Habits by James Clear. I've listened to about 5 podcasts with him. I've read his blog for a long time. I'm super excited to get into this book. And maybe he'll even want to come on my podcast. Who knows? We'll see. So this is the next book in my essential reading journey. And until next time, I want you guys to stay awesome.